He wasn't born into widespread fame, yet there was always something unmistakable about him, a calm authority, a grounded strength, a presence that felt steady even in silence. Barış Baktaş didn't simply appear on Turkish television as another new face. He built his identity with patience, transforming discipline and quiet determination into one of the most talked about rising careers of his generation. You're watching Celebrity Fandom. If you're into deep dives on star journeys, lifestyles, and the real stories behind the spotlight, hit subscribe now and stay tuned for more. Barış Baktaş was born on February 12, 1997, in Batman, Turkey. Long before scripts and studio lights, he was deeply connected to structure and responsibility. He pursued higher education in economics, showing an analytical side that few associate with the entertainment world. Alongside academics, he developed an interest in music and creative expression, gradually discovering that performance offered something numbers alone could not: emotional communication. His early years were not defined by instant visibility. Instead, he moved steadily, exploring modeling and artistic projects before stepping fully into acting. That breakthrough arrived with his role as Baron Karabey in Consisekleri. The series quickly gained a dedicated following, particularly among international viewers, and his portrayal of a complex, emotionally restrained character captured attention. Through Baron, he conveyed tension, loyalty, pride, and vulnerability without exaggeration, building connection through subtle intensity. What distinguishes Barış Baktaş is control. Rather than relying on dramatic outbursts, he often chooses minimal expression, allowing emotion to simmer beneath the surface. This restrained style created strong on-screen chemistry and positioned him as a compelling dramatic lead early in his career. As the series expanded its reach across digital platforms, his popularity grew beyond Turkey. Social media engagement surged, fan communities multiplied, and his name began circulating in discussions about the next generation of Turkish male leads. Yet despite the attention, his progression has remained measured rather than rushed. Off-screen, his image reflects composure and discipline. Fitness and physical conditioning remain part of his routine, reinforcing the structured mindset that shaped his early years. He keeps his private life guarded, sharing limited glimpses rather than constant exposure. That controlled visibility strengthens the mystique surrounding him. His fashion presence leans toward sharp tailoring and understated confidence. Whether appearing at promotional events or in editorial shoots, he projects modern masculinity without excess. Clean lines, neutral tones, and structured silhouettes complement his calm persona. Financially, his rise reflects growing television earnings, brand collaborations, and expanding international visibility through streaming distribution. While still early in his long-term trajectory, his estimated net worth signals steady upward momentum rather than fleeting hype. What sets Barış Baktaş apart is quiet ambition. He approaches acting as craft rather than shortcut, gradually refining emotional delivery and screen command. In an industry that often rewards loud visibility, his strength lies in subtle presence. As of 2026, Barış Baktaş stands as one of the most promising emerging actors in Turkish television, known for restraint, discipline, and controlled intensity. His journey from a structured academic path to dramatic lead reflects patience, adaptability, and belief in gradual growth. That wraps up today's feature. If you enjoyed this content, like the video and subscribe to Celebrity Fandom for more in-depth celebrity stories. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next one. He wasn't born into fame, yet there was always a quiet intensity about him, a depth that pulled audiences in without effort. Engin Akyürek didn't chase attention or follow trends. He built his place in Turkish entertainment through restraint, emotional honesty, and performances that linger long after the screen fades to black. You're watching Celebrity Fandom. If you're into deep dives on star journeys, lifestyles, and the real stories behind the spotlight, hit subscribe now and stay tuned for more. Engin Akyürek was born on October 12, 1981, in Ankara, Turkey. Long before scripts and cameras, his path was far removed from acting. He studied history at Ankara University, developing a strong sense of perspective, analysis, and emotional awareness that would later become central to his performances. Acting was not an early plan, but when he entered the talent competition Turkish Yıldızları in 2004 and won first place, everything changed. His acting journey began shortly after with Yabansi Dammit, where his natural presence quickly stood out. But it was his role as Kerem Ilgaz in Fatma Gül'ün Sukuna that transformed his career. The series became an international phenomenon, and Engin's raw, restrained performance earned critical acclaim, proving his ability to carry emotionally heavy narratives with sincerity and depth. Rather than capitalizing on fame through repetitive roles, Engin chose complexity. From the emotionally fractured Ömer Demir in Kara Para Ask to the conflicted Sanyar Effioglu in Sefrankizi, he consistently portrayed men shaped by trauma, silence, and internal struggle. His characters are rarely loud, yet always powerful, defined by what they withhold as much as what they express. Engin's approach to acting reflects a deeply intentional mindset. He gravitates towards scripts that explore moral conflict, psychological weight, and human vulnerability. This selective process has allowed him to maintain artistic credibility while remaining one of the most respected leading actors in the industry. Off-screen, Engin's public image is defined by privacy and restraint. He avoids unnecessary exposure, rarely engages in spectacle, and lets his work speak for itself. While he is associated with major international brands and high-profile productions, he remains selective and understated in his public appearances. His lifestyle mirrors that philosophy. He values solitude, structure, and balance, prioritizing mental clarity and personal growth over constant visibility. This grounded approach has helped him sustain consistency in an industry driven by constant attention. Engin's influence extends far beyond Turkey. His series continue to reach global audiences through international broadcasts and streaming platforms, earning him a devoted fan base across Europe, the Middle East, and Latin America. His estimated net worth reflects long-term success built through acting, endorsements, and international recognition, achieved steadily rather than aggressively. What truly sets him apart is restraint. Engin Akyürek doesn't rely on spectacle or excess emotion. He builds performances from silence, pauses, and internal conflict, trusting the audience to feel rather than be told. That discipline has become his signature. As of 2026, Engin Akyürek stands not only as a leading actor, but as a symbol of artistic integrity in modern Turkish television. His career is defined by depth, patience, and evolution, proving that longevity is built through substance, not noise. That wraps up today's feature. If you enjoyed this content, like the video and subscribe to Celebrity Fandom for more in-depth celebrity stories. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next one.